So it's the final day for this Diamond Spotlight, and I just kind of want to wrap up the week in a similar way that we started. So I don't know, I feel like it's almost comforting sometimes to hear that other people are going through struggles just like you are, but it's also important to focus on how to be successful and how to be true to who you are while really accelerating your momentum in this business. So I think I've been kind of reflecting on what's been working for me, because this month in particular feels like it's been extraordinarily successful, and that is really new for me. So I think the main key is to know what your strengths are, to acknowledge your weaknesses, and use your strengths to play on your weaknesses. So the example for me personally is I feel like I'm pretty good at sharing my story. I should definitely be a blogger and not a Facebooker. But I feel good about the images that I share. That's something that I really love doing. And the stories that I can tell. But my weakness was, and what I was not good at was addressing the people on the particular platform that I was sharing on. So like Facebook, shorter stories are better. Shorter tidbits about your life, sharing more personal stuff. And what I learned is that, I don't have kids. It's just me and my husband. We don't have a lot of like close friends in Boulder. So really all that's going on in my life feels like coaching and going into the mountains every now and then and things my husband says. So for me, Instagram is a much better platform because I'm able to be more specific about what I share and what I offer. So I was able to recognize a strength and a weakness and kind of move those together. I think another example is that I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I really like having a lot of information. I like hoarding information. I like learning things. I like putting systems together. But what I didn't recognize is how not everybody is that personality type. So not everybody needs to know every single detail before joining your challenge group or before becoming a coach. So what I've done lately is learn about different personality styles and how to empathize and relate to people based on what they're presenting to you. So really hearing people out and hearing what people need rather than just word vomiting at them, because that's the kind of information I would prefer. So, as you feel like you're struggling or as you feel like you're succeeding, acknowledge those strengths and weaknesses and use your strengths to really allow your weaknesses to become part of that strength system, if that makes any sense at all. And I guess one last thing that I'd say is that I was talking to one of my favorite people and a newer coach on my team, Amy Nelson, and she said to me, "I am wildly stubborn." And I was thinking, that is exactly what we need to be coaches in this business, because success doesn't happen overnight. But what's neat is that the income isn't just this steady kind of stream up with a ceiling. It's an exponential income growth rate, and it's the same for our teams, where our teams start to exponentially grow, and the number of lives that we touch and the ripple effect it's a huge compound effect. But there are going to be months and even like full-on seasons where this doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. And we have to be wildly stubborn to be consistent in our efforts, to be patient yet still push hard or push forward and maybe even push harder. But the difference between the people who succeed and the people who don't succeed, we could say fail or quit, is that stubbornness. It's that grit to plug in every single day. Or what I've been doing lately has been making my first 4-day, Monday through Thursday, sometimes Friday, really focused and really work, and then unplug on the weekends, because that's the lifestyle I want to have. So be wildly stubborn, be, ruthlessly committed, and play with that boundary so that you still have flexibility, so that if something's not working, you can recognize it and shift it a little bit, but never give up. I didn't have a single challenger from Instagram, not one, until this month. And I've been on Instagram for 1.5 years. I figured out how to work with Instagram more about 4 months ago, but still that's 4 months, consistent posting, no interest in challenge groups. And this month I have 4 new challenge pack purchasers and 4 new challengers, which I'm really excited about. But you gotta push yourself to get out of that ego and to make this worth your while by being joyfully consistent and, passionately connected to your why. So best of luck to you coaches this season, and 2016 is going to be an amazing journey, especially if you are pushing this month to really connect with people, really get to know people's needs and wants, and to build relationships now so that in 2016, when they want to make changes, you're the person that they go to so their changes can last. So have a wonderful weekend, and it's just been an honor to be part of this spotlight sequence this week. So thanks for listening, guys.